John. My name is Ruben Peralta from cocalecas.net. How are you?
Hey, Ruben, how are you? I'm doing pretty well.
I'm great, thank you. Something that they always like me about the new stand-up comedies is in the past, I don't know, 15 years, uh, you guys as an artist, you bring your personal life to the audience.
Yeah.
How is this for you when you start writing and you start telling to strangers, basically, things on your personal life that I really find fascinated, but for you it has to be hard to talk about them?
Oh, no, it's not hard for me. I'm more comfortable talking to 12,000 people than I am three people. I
Oh,
can be
that's
a lot
interesting.
more personal with an audience. I don't know what it is about me, but I can be a lot more personal with a bigger crowd.
So, do you feel inspiration in regular life, like in things that just happen in life? Because the story about the Rolex, for example, that's my favorite. So, how do you create a whole sketch from something so simple that happen that doesn't happen to anyone?
Well, it felt um it was a very simple monetary transaction, but it was I remember when I told someone about it, they said that is so psychotic, that that I was in such a state. Not only did I do that, but what I don't say in the story is when I after I sold the watch, I thought I was the smartest person in the world. I really did. I was very high on myself after selling the watch and high on other things. But in telling friends, they said you that was one story where people said you have to tell that on stage because that's so bizarre.
When I a couple months ago, I saw this special of that Neil Brennan has, and then at the end he speak about himself and the struggle. And you also talk about your struggle and how do you work on yourself? How do you transform something like this in a great message to people that probably struggling just like you did a couple of years ago?
Well, my main goal was to make it very funny. And
It
if
is.
it's very funny, then I appreciate that. Thank you. If it's very funny first, then we can look at it and laugh at it. From there, if people felt some other connection to it, I love that. That makes me feel very good. But first and foremost, I was not looking to do a drama. This was going to go for as many laughs as I could get. Um, and so uh, I kind of thought go laughs first and see where the show ends up.
You've been doing this for long years, but now I feel that we get to know a new stand-up comedian every week, and in Instagram and TikTok,
Yeah.
any social media. How do you feel about this? How do you been working so hard so many years, and now anyone with no experience became a sensation?
Well, I don't think it's just anyone. They're still really talented people, but now they pop on TikTok or YouTube or stand-ups do, Instagram reels. And that's great. When I started, it was VH1 and basic cable. And we'd go on these shows and talk about pop culture and stuff. So we had our own version of that. And I think it's great when it's a great way to let people see your stand-up. So I'm very happy about it. I think the people that get big still have some real talent. I think it's rarely the case that someone's no good.
How do you feel now for example, the Golden Globes are bringing a new category, and the stand-up comedians are getting to another level? Because before it was exclusive just for theaters, for
Yeah.
improv. How do you feel that now that with platform like Netflix too, that they're putting a special out there, and people from other countries is getting to know your material, but also it's the level of importance now the stand-up comedians has.
I think that as long as that importance doesn't go to our heads, it's great. I am so happy that that award's been added to the Golden Globes. I'm so happy that Netflix gives such a great platform to stand-up comedy, translates it in so many languages. We edit it and we get it ready for them to still do a month of work on captions and editing and um, overdubbing. And so, like, we really appreciate so much all the work that goes into making it a global event.
And something that I also like is how's been added to political relevance. because now you guys have a power, have a voice. And I think it's very important when you have these platforms and you can say things. And like I mentioned with Neil, many people that I know, they felt identified with the message. Do you want to deliver a message telling your personal stories, or you just wanted to create and stand-up comedy and being funny and create new content?
The second, I want to be really funny and make someone laugh the way comedians made me laugh when I was a kid. And they made me laugh when I was a kid, sometimes when I was sad and going through bad times, or as a teenager, or in my 20s, 30s, and 40s. So that's my first thing, is to just get people laughing. I think that's the goal first.
And I think it worked, because for me, it just, I feel that I get to know you because you open so much and you tell things that I personally, I don't think that I will say even in a film review.
In a small group, yeah. I'm comfortable in group therapy or a big arena.
Why the name Baby J? Where does that come from? I'm really curious.
That's a good question. My friend Joe Dawson once called me Baby J, just in college. He, just as a joke, someone yelled at me and he goes, "Hey, you can't yell at Baby J." And I thought it was such a silly nickname that I always liked it. And it's funny to call yourself a baby because it sounds like you think you're very cute or something. There's something obnoxious about it that I like.
I agree. Even my family still call me with my diminutive name, like
Which is?
Like my aunts and all the elders call me like this baby something names.
What kind of names?
My name is Ruben. So I'm Hispanic. So they use the Cito. It's like a small one. So they call me Rubencito, like I'm still a baby Ruben.
You're still baby Ruben to them.
Yeah, exactly. John, thank you so much for your time.
Hey, thanks,
I really
Ruben.
appreciate it. And it was awesome. I really enjoyed it.
It was great to talk to you. Thanks, man.
My pleasure. Bye-bye.